Hello and welcome back to Factory Town. In our last episode, we started staging out this area that's going to eventually make kind of our end game manufacturing, or actually a lot of our intermediate too, manufacturing things. All the pipes ending with Omni pipes, and then all the belts ending with magic conveyor belts, all the rails ending with magic rails, and then this is part of the pipes line here. This is what we're going to actually start on now, which is the mana pipes. And of course for this Omni pipes, it takes the magic rails and the mana pipes, so those are going to come in together and feed in together. So as we are staging this out, we're trying to come up with how many of each building we need to make the items required for the next building, as well as possibly make a little bit of surplus so that we can stockpile that item as well. Intermediate things like the metal conveyor belts and the cloth conveyor belts, and then of course the ender game items here like the magic items. Meanwhile, we're also researching the water temple over there at the school, so we're going to come and get that hopefully during this episode at some point, and we'll hook up the next temple next. So let's go ahead and work on the pipes. So we need to have one mana pipe every 10 seconds in order to make one Omni pipe. And again, we're ignoring the speed here, and we're just using the base recipe because we're just building to ratio here. We're not building to a capacity like we're doing with the rest of the stuff that we've been building because we're sending it to the various stores. Here, since we're building to speed, we don't have to worry about the capacity, so I didn't do any of these calculations ahead of time. We're just doing it all on the fly to scale. So one mana pipe every 10 seconds. This makes 4 mana pipes every 6 seconds. So that is ridiculously more than we're going to need for the Omni pipe, but who cares? So for this, we need to have a steam pipe being made. That is made in a forge, if I remember correctly. We need one steam pipe. Wait, really? One steam pipe makes 4 mana pipes? Wow. We need one steam pipe every 6 seconds. This makes one steam pipe every 4 seconds. So that's great because that'll let us stockpile these as well. And then for this, we need to have 2 iron plates every 4 seconds. So that is going to be iron plate, 1 every 4 seconds. So we need 2 of these. Just do a copy paste. I'll just set the recipe again. So that's that. That makes the iron, and that's all we need for this part of the line. Anyway, we'll bring in our iron here, and I'm going to just end up adding all this iron together. We have iron coming into here, into here, into here. So we have a lot of iron that we need. And that was actually surprisingly easy branch of this to do. I guess we could have squeezed that into the last episode, except that of course we also need to be bringing in mana crystals, and that's part of the second major manufacturing center that we're going to do, which is all of the magical stuff like mana crystals, and where are we barning those up? Yeah, we are. Mana crystals, all the elemental crystals, and all of the and then the Omni crystals also. Omni stones that we're going to make and bring together. So you're just slowly getting water. Let me make sure this is actually working. Just slowly getting water stones. Yeah, okay. And it's because of the ether now? Yeah, it's ether now. And I don't know that we can really help that much other than, adding another refinery or something, but well, we could do that, I suppose. No, I think I'll wait for the rebuild. We're gonna get there soon anyway. Now we're at 91, so we're gonna get there soon. So I think the next thing we need to do is start wiring up all of these things and coming up with a decent layout for them. I think I'm going to end up taking out all this stuff right here for space reasons. So let's go ahead and remove the resource here. And of course the underground is still here, but I don't want this all here for that. And then we're also going to take the apples, or pear trees, apple trees, and I think there was one herb bush there out of here, and maybe all this stuff as well. with that proposed patch or future whatever change that the developer talked about in the most recent post on Steam, it's going to change drastically the resources spawn, which might actually help with this, because right now there's really just too many resources on the map, and the way they spawn is kind of scattered. And I think, and I don't know what his total plans are, but if he does something similar to the kind of the way we've laid this out, where you make kind of similar things in similar areas, like I think he said something about like zone or a regional affinity for different materials and stuff. It makes sense for things like iron and coal to spawn, and other stones for that matter, to spawn more frequently out in the desert than in the grasslands maybe. It would make some logical sense, for example, for the earth temple to not spawn in the middle of the water. Some things we've noticed before with this, I mean, at least the water temple is in the middle of a lake, but air temple is kind of on a mountain. That kind of makes some sense. And then the earth, water, air, fire temple would kind of make more sense for it to be in the desert as well. But that's kind of petty or whatever, I guess. So we're gonna start rearranging this stuff. Maybe I'll add a little bit more space to this build here, because what we're gonna have is a barn that stores. I think we're gonna have 2 barns here at least. We're going to want to store some things in the barn and pass some things along. Let's start moving things out a little bit, and let's do barns for space. I think we'll go there, and then we'll move this out a little bit. And the reason for the space is... go out one more here. Move these over one more. I had 2 spaces in between. Or the reason for 2 barns is because I want to be able to set the input only, so that we have the buffer, as well as obviously having the output to go to the next thing. So for example, for mana pipes, we're going to want to have a buffer here, and then an output slot, and then whether this is the, I think, is there logic here? Yeah. And then maybe we'll put the omni pipes back in here. And really, they don't need a buffer because they're not going anywhere. But I'd still like to have 2 slots of them. So that if I increase the size of the barn, that handles the space issue, and it would let me put 4 items in. But then I couldn't block off the input slot, which I kind of want to do, so that I have things that I can build with. So we'll do this. I think I'll shift this one over by 1 more here, just for pettiness. Well, not for pettiness, but let's say like this, and then like this, and then like that. And then this is going to be mana pipes. And this is going to be, I believe, magic conveyor belts, yes. Any of these items need to be loaded onto a train for any reason whatsoever? No. Anything that we're going to make that's sold in town is going to be made elsewhere. This is only for building stuff. So here is going to be magic belts. And then this one here is going to be omni pipes. And I'm just going to go ahead and set all the filters just so. And we'll go ahead and set these too. This is let's do pipe. And this will be mana pipe here and here. And omni pipe here and here. And we'll do an insert or input reservation. Oh, we unlocked the water temple. Nice. Okay, let's go take care of that momentarily here once we set that so I don't forget it later. The reason I want to jump in and take care of this right away is that I want to be able to reverse this mana pipe kind of right away-ish before we get too many stockpiled. Okay, and then I think it'll take those kind of alternatively. I think. Are we even using them right now? No, we're because we're short on Earth again. Why are we short on Earth? Oh, because we're not getting any. Oh, we used up all the coal. Oh, we did make this coal elevator here. Okay, let's build a mine. Wait a minute, why were we getting the coal? Wait, is that coal? No, what were we getting out of here? This is where the stones were. The earth stones. There's 2 over there, which is basically pointless to get. There's none others that are super nearby, so I think we'll just do a mine here. And can we see what our high number is? 16, 18, 19, 23. But we can't place it there without doing some leveling. Let's do the terrain flatten down a little bit here. I don't know if that's the right place or not, but a mine. 23. Let's do that. Take this one out. This can go 1, 2, 3. And hopefully, yes. Excellent. I guess I could have shortened that a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, so earthstones are getting made again, and they're getting made with a mine. How much? Let's put 2 workers in here. This is costing us blue coins, but we have 480,000. Wow, we have more red coins than what yellow coins right now. Maybe we have to do some of the tavern. Not that 1.2 million is a small number, but maybe we do need to do some of the tavern stuff. Alright, well that's working. That's great. And eventually it's going to back up. It just did. Maybe we can get away with just 1 worker then. Yeah, I think we can. Let's see. See how it balances out. The fewer workers we have assigned, the better, so that's always good. And yes, of course, I could take some of the earth stones this way. Oh yeah, 1 worker is more than enough for the rate that we're making it at. Okay, back to that now. We have... What's next? Fire and air. We could do fire since it's kind of close. It's right here. Cut this off here. That was weird. And I'm gonna... I guess I'll go this way with it. That way I cross fewer pipes. Go this way, and that way. Alright, and we're in action now, making Fire Temple research. Okay, back to this. So we need to have magic belts in here, and then we're of course also going to have the magic rail in here. So magic conveyor belt, likewise, input reservation, and the magic rails we don't need to input reservation because they don't get passed along to anything else. This is the end of the game for them. So here, these output at 1 each 20 seconds, so cloth belt is more than fine. We'll just output those both like that. And we could do this just for thoroughness. Is this one going to be okay? I think it is. So let's go ahead and just do this one as well. We just need 1 here. Is that correct? Yeah, we're only going to make 1 every 10 seconds. That's fine. It's just because these were 20 seconds of craft time. So, and then finally here with the mana pipes, we're going to get 4 every 6 seconds, which is, what's that, 0.67 per second. So, but it's going to boost. I actually haven't been taking into account the production boost speed. 4 every 10 seconds is still plenty slow enough. We might actually need a metal conveyor belt here, though, because it's going to be in 16 every 6 seconds at least, which is 2 point something, so I think a metal conveyor belt is better here. Oops, I already had it selected. And this is going to be mana pipes. Okay, so we can keep going in this direction, I suppose. This one's kind of the easier one, so we'll do this one first. You're going to need fuel, and you're going to need, of course, mana crystals. Let's delete this forge and build a new one right where I want it. This will be a straight shot in, so steam pipes go in there. I should do something to mark off where the fuel needs to be, though, to make my life simpler. Wait a minute. You don't need fuel to forge something. It seems interesting. Well, these used to be made in a machine shop, and they moved them to the forge for some reason. I'm not sure why. But I think it makes sense. I don't know. But it doesn't make sense that it's a forge, but there's no fuel needed. So I think we're going to maybe mark with a pipe or a chute here where we need to bring in fuel. Magma, even though magma can't be on a chute, which by the way we should also take these out and put these in. 1, 2, 3, so I don't confuse myself with my crazy ideas here. 1. And we're out, actually. Alright, well. I'll just mark 2. That'd be good. Okay, so this goes here. This just goes directly into that at a rate of 1 every 4 seconds. Boosted to be 4 every 4 seconds. We should be okay with this, but let's do like this with the correct buttons, Wally. There you go. And this is steam pipe. And then, do I want to do all the forging in one place? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I could do it somewhere over here, or maybe just way out here and belt it all down. That might be okay. We're also going to keep into consideration the stone. If we mine it here, the only problem is all my iron is here. It's stockpiled. We'll shoot it way over there. Even if we do our elevator method, we'll shoot it all down here, and we'll make all the iron in one place. So I need to move these 3 forges, these 4 forges, and these 2 forges. So that this is 5 forges. 9, 10, 11 forges. Machine shop, workshop. U4 must be for this stuff, I hope. I guess I should check this. Metal conveyor belts. We need 1 every 20 seconds. We're making now 1 every... Wait, we need 2 every 20 seconds because I have 2 magic forges. We're making 2 every 12 seconds, which needs gears, that rate, and a bunch of iron. 4 every 12 plus... 4 every 6 plus 2 every 10. 4 every 6 is 20 every 30 seconds, and this was 6 every 30 seconds, so 26 every 30 seconds, which was 52 every 60 seconds. I remember this math now. And then this was 15 every 60 seconds, so we're making 60 every 60 seconds here. This was another kind of ridiculous number of these 8 gear makers for this, as well as 2, so it's 8 every 10 seconds, plus 2 every 5, so that's 4 every 10, that's 12 every 10 seconds, which, if we extend that out, that's 24 every 20, and this is, wait a minute, 24 every 20, this is times 5, this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yes, okay, that is right. Okay, now I can take these out and do this also, just so that I have them placed. Okay, so all my numbers are correct. We're making a little bit extra iron between these two, but I don't know that it's really enough that we can scale it down by 1, and who really cares at that point? I mean, making 11 versus 10 isn't that big of a deal. So I think I'm going to make these all... Although if I could make 10, I can make it a double row. But on the other hand, this is going to be producing 11, eventually 44 every 4 seconds, which is an awful lot. Which is probably ranging into the magic belt range here. Let's see. Actually, magic conveyor belts are only about 5 items per second, so maybe 6, based on the path page on the wiki. So maybe I shouldn't combine them all. Maybe I should make them all local then. and use the chutes to roll the iron around. That's probably a better idea. Can I put these maybe like here? If I could do it like this, that would be better. And then move this one. Just remove one of these coal. Just to put that there, and then we'll delete this one. Okay, so that connects that up. We need fuel here also. Mark those. And then this, we're eventually going to be producing about 1 per second. So if we did 2 belts here, that would be enough. And we can set this to iron plate just to be thorough once again. And then input here is just coal and iron. Input here is just that. Input here needs to be mana crystals as well. And we'll pipe those in. Okay. So let's do this one, I think, next. Maybe. Let's see. All this here is for these. These need lots of fuel. Fuel goes into both of those. I'm putting them on the side because I need to work around here a little bit. These are 1-to-1, so but we need to have a barn in. Oh shoot! I need to put barns in. I need to put a barn in here. So this all needs to move. Why don't I do? One more. Let's move these onto the other side. That would be the smart thing to do. Do a copy. Get rid of that. All of that, all of this. Take this out too. I don't think we need to buffer the iron plate though, because we don't really need it for building anything. So this is going to be coal in here still. And then this is going to be a barn here. And we're just going to buffer up the steam pipe times 2 slots and turn off the other 2. Input only on that one. Okay, so back to this now. And this. This and this. And this. If I'd wanted to buffer the iron plate, I could. I could just put these down here, send them into that barn, and then have the output belt going that way. But I don't think I need to do it, so there's not really a point to do it then. And that gives me a little more room also to build this stuff, which isn't a bad thing. Okay, so these are 1-to-1, but I need to buffer them. That's where we started with this discussion. Move that out of the way. Get these guys here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, I think. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And I'll delete this one also and make a copy here. And then a barn can go in here. And then you're going to store just the metal conveyor belts. Oh, they're right there. I'm just going to, again, mark the slots just so that I have them. And that way, if we wanted to, we could always buffer more here. And then we need to have... Move this out of the way. We need to have a workshop making wooden wheels. But I think... No, wait, that's the wooden wheels. This was the cloth conveyor belts, which take the wooden wheels. The cloth conveyor belts also need the cotton farm. So maybe we put this... Cloth conveyor belts also need to be buffered. So let's start with a barn here. Put 2 spaces in there. This can move now to here. Nope, going to copy it instead to there. And that's the cloth conveyor belts. Delete that one. And then this is the cloth... Take this, some of this grain out, maybe. Maybe we won't need to. Maybe we could even use it. Oops, I did the wrong one. Move to there. So if the cloth comes in from this direction, the wood can come in from this direction, and the stone can sneak in. Maybe the cloth should come from a slight angle, like maybe from around here someplace. And I think then I will take out this grain, because maybe I want to put the... We'll back up the farm a little bit more. And maybe I should do some leveling here. We can use the cursor tool, I think, for this one. Actually, that doesn't really help, does it? I think I'll take out these trees right here, too. And we'll go off by 1. Well, I don't think I need... I didn't do the math on how much grain I need here, but I can do that quickly enough. You're going to start harvesting that. Oh, you're not... Oh, good. Okay, good. Since I did the copy, it didn't start harvesting that grain. We can take that grain out. Go away, grain. Okay. So, cotton. We eventually need to have 4 times 2, 8 cotton per second. If I pull up my spreadsheet, since I have the numbers on how much, what the total items per second per tile is for cotton, that is going to be... We need 8 divided by 0.125, 64. 64 tiles. I think we'll be okay with that. Farm tile. Not counting those 3. That's 28. And 3 again. 31, 34, 42, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. And these spots, of course, are for wells. Oops, except... Rotate, thank you. Well, I guess it didn't rotate it, but that's fine. And then cotton. Go ahead and plant it, get it going, and then I can activate the well as well. And we're gonna wanna, when we set up our train station here, that it's gonna bring in elixir. We'll also want to bring in fertilizer here. I mean, out here, wherever the train station goes. Probably going to be in this area. Let's see. Fluid pipe? Yes. And then let's go to the fluid pipe overlay to build those. Excellent. And of course I did this farm further from the workshop in case we needed this extra space here, which doesn't look like we do. This worker is eventually going to produce 4 cotton every 2 seconds. And we need to have 8 cotton every 4. So 1 worker here, unboosted, is going to be enough. Excellent. Okay, so let's just do the stone. I think we'll keep the stonemasons here close. Do we want to buffer this stone? Maybe we should. Maybe we should. Let's put 1 there and 1 here. I think those are on different levels, but I'm okay with it. And we'll buffer the stone in here as well with the cloth conveyor belts. And then I'm going to want to buffer the wheels Also, do I want to buffer the cloth? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Let's do this, though. We're going to produce 1 stone every 4 seconds. So that's 4 every 4 after the boosting. Go ahead and hook these up then. Go there. This is, of course, just stone bricks. And then this is going to buffer stone brick. And cloth conveyor belts. Excellent. So then we need to have, I think we'll just do a metal conveyor belt here. Taking the stone brick. Oh, that's uphill, but that's fine because it's a belt. No, stone brick. And then this is just going to be 4 every 4 seconds. Wait a minute. Why am I doing 2 of these? For the buffer? Must be for the buffer. Didn't we have extra here for... We do have extra here. Because we only need 2 every 5, and we're going to make 2 every 4. So I think we can just do away with this buffer entirely. 1 every 4. 1 every 4. Yeah, let's just do away with this one. So we're not going to buffer it here. We'll buffer it over there. Take this out. Take it out of here, which means that I want to move these up to the top. And set these to nothing. Nothing. And then we'll just belt this like that. And like this, and then like that. 1 every 4, so we don't need this anymore. And then 1 every 4. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. This is stone brick. And this is cloth conveyor belts. Okay, so do I want to buffer the cloth? Didn't we figure out that I need cloth to upgrade houses? So maybe I should upgrade the cloth here. Or buffer the cloth here, I mean. Do that. We'll do a cloth buffer. And a wooden wheel buffer. Even though we're making exactly the amount of cloth we need. I think it makes sense. And then we need to have 2 wheels and 1 cloth. So the cloth can be on a cloth conveyor belt. Which is going to need a grabber because of... If I copy this, does it keep those filters? It does. Excellent. Okay. Let's take out 1 row of trees here. Well, I guess I wanted to keep that copy. To delete this one. To delete this also. And we'll reset this over to here with the 2 spaces away. And then I can delete this one now. This will be cloth. And then we'll need a metal conveyor belt. I already had. There. And this will be the wooden wheels. Alright. So I guess I should have put the cloth workshop differently, but maybe we'll just do it like that instead. This way, and I'm going to put a copy of this grabber right there. And then we're going to have to shoot the cotton into here. And we'll just do that also. I don't know if we'll need to, but can't hurt. Oh, I didn't keep those. Okay. Look, stuff's getting made now, folks. Okay. And then the lumber mills making... Oh, we need wait a minute. Workshops. There we go. Workshops making the wooden wheels. Need Need to go into the barn. Let's do a copy. And let's go... Got a few more trees, maybe. Kind of want to make these line up well. Centered, kind of. There, there, and there. Those are at 3 different levels. And that'll have to be a metal conveyor belt in the end if I combine them all, which I could. We could do like this, and then like this, and then like this. Be a troublemaker, huh? Oh, and I guess I have to raise that up too. Let's do this button. Oh. Okay. There we go. And do this. And then, you know what? That seems kind of dumb. Also, I don't think that's going to work. It's not. Let's bring this up a little bit here. Like that. We'll just pull these out like this. If I'm already bringing the belts like this anyway, I might as well just run all 3 of them in. Like that. Because that's, yeah, it should be 4 every 5 seconds, which is fine for a cloth belt. Okay, and then these lumber mills, 4 of them makes enough for 3 of these, but do we want to put this into a barn for a buffer? We do. Because we need to have 6 every 5 seconds, which is, if we multiply that by 3, that's 18 every 15 seconds. And this is 1 every 3 seconds, so that's 5 every 3 seconds. And this is 20 every 15 seconds. That'll work. Barn can go here in the middle. Like that. And then we can copy these and do something. How do I want to do this? What if we did this? Actually, let's do a little bit more damage. Take those out as well. Here. And here. Of the sound of things breaking. And then we'll go... Oh, that's cool. I think that's kind of cool looking. But like that. And then I can cut a hole in the middle of some of these trees. For this. I wonder how many trees I'm going to need. Each forester needs to provide 2 wood every 3 seconds times 2. So it's 4 wood every 3 seconds. They provide 1 wood every 3 seconds per worker. I'm going to want to earth boost these and have 2 workers in each. We're back up to 800 again, and we just dropped again. And then, in order to get 4 wood every 3 seconds, I need... That's, what, 1.33 per second. Wait a minute. Is that right? Hold on. No, it's not. It's 4 times 4. It's 16 wood every 3 seconds. So 16 divided by 3 is 5.33 wood per second. Divided by 0.0725 is 74 tree planters per forester. So maybe we put 1 forester in this area. You can bring it down a little closer like this, but the tree planters can't be planted on a hill, on the sloped surface. So maybe I should flatten some of this. Let's do the terrain flatten down. We'll flatten to, didn't I say down? There we go. Flatten to this level. Let's bring it back up again. Okay, so this can go to where it can be right on the edge of that and this. We need to go out 2 more spaces in each direction. Okay. Terrain flattened down to there. And then to here. Okay. And then we'll just need to put in 74 tree planters. Tree planters. Let's delete this one so I'm not confused by what I'm looking at. And let's see, this is 44 across the... Oh no, this is bigger. This is 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 5 times 13 is 65. And then 74 means that's 75. We'll call that good. So actually, I didn't need to do what I just did for a lot of that. That's okay. And then we can take a tree, plant it. I didn't realize they were that much bigger than the farm range, which is nice because the trees are so slow to grow because you can't boost them with water or fertilizer like you can the plants. And then I think for this one, I want to put this like somewhere here in the middle. And I could actually make it a little bit closer since we learned some stuff now. And make it to be right there. That one's the center one. Please, thank you. All right. And I need to do some kind of leveling here, which I'm not going to be able to do with that being there. But at least I have the spot here. Terrain. And I just realized how much time has passed. So I think we're going to have to wrap up at this point. Yesterday's episode was a little shorter. This one's a little longer. That's how life works, I guess. We'll put this in here, and we'll wrap up at this point. We might already have enough trees planted, but if not, we can plant some more in the next episode. So we've made some pretty decent progress in the staging of this, but as I suspected, this is going to be probably at least another episode or 2 of getting this all set up and going. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you then. Bye for now.